welcome to, excuse me, hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary, and I'm here this evening to do the general monthly reading for the month of April 2017 for the sign of Scorpio. And I don't have my lights quite right, do I? Let's see here. Maybe give it a little bit of nudge back a little bit. I think atmosphere is everything, don't you? There we go. It's a little... I need a better setup. Anyways, let's get down to it. I've already cleansed my cards and done my ritual, so we're all good to go. Alright, yeah. I've been trying to get at them all day here to get caught up with the readings, but this house today was a busy hive of activity. It was a good day. You can always tell when I'm having a good day. I make a point of saying so. Not that every day is miserable. You know, most days are okay. I guess. Kind of. Sometimes. But when when I walk around and I catch myself smiling through the day, or my face for some reason starts to ache around here, I know I've been smiling all day. I like days like that, because we don't get days like that very often. This is for the sign of Scorpio. I like doing Scorpio. I like doing all the signs, but Scorpio, they stand alone. They stand on their own. There's just something about the personality and the mystique. There's a mystique about Scorpio. I want some good messages. You know what I want? I'll tell you what I want. I'll tell you what I really, really want for Scorpio in this reading. A really good, positive, hot, and steamy reading. That's what I want. And Michelle, I know you're laughing and giggling. At the very least, you're grinning. Thinking I'm a nut. Oh my. I'll just mention real quickly while I'm doing this. Michelle is a Scorpion. And she's the owner and operator, her and her husband, Rob, of intuitivecandles.com. Do I have my can handy? No, I don't. Or I'd show you. But anyway, they're a soy-based candle. They're quite large. And they come in just about every scent that you can think of. And they're soy-based, and they're made right here in my province of New Brunswick. So they're local. And when the wax melts down, there's a reveal wrapped in tinfoil. And my very first candle, I received my aventurine stone. And my second candle, I received the rose quartz. And my third candle, I received my sunstone, which has become my pendulum. And I guess on good intentions, I'll have another candle coming this weekend. Can't wait. Cannot wait. So anyway, go to intuitivecandles.com if you think you might be interested in that. I don't mind plugging for them at all. They keep me in supply, so why not? You know, local helping local. So I do have the my candle that I get all the time is Fundy Breeze, hence Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and it has a nice clean smell to it. And I have the wax right now, and because they sell Sensies and little squares and stuff like that. So I have some that is melted into my Scentsy thingy, whatever you call that wax thing. I don't know what you call them. Anyway. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, thank you, Master of the Universe, Master of the Natural Order, and Spirit Guides. Come forth and place protection over this reading, over this property. A dome of light, clean, pure, impenetrable love and light, and protect every heartbeat that is within this dome of love, light. And bring that forth, Spirit Guides and Masters of the Universe. I thank you for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. There we go. These are your cards. A little slow getting around to it here tonight. Just one moment, little nourishment. Nice warm cup of tea. Okay. Your overall energy for this 5-card spread for this general reading for Scorpio. Oh, I like getting him. I like this guy. It is the Magician, the commander of the deep. And I like seeing him turn up. That's your overall energy, which says quite a bit. And the Hang, another major arcana, the Hangman, in your financial and your wealth sector. And this represents limbo. Your third card, which for okay, is your hearth, your home, and you can do with people that you love. And you receive the 6 of Swords. It's about calm after much upheaval and chaos within the family structure. Don't be who I think you are. Okay, it's a couple times he's shown up here. This one, I should say, has shown up this energy. I don't know how many readings I've done now. But he's come up a couple times. Your challenges, that was your challenges for the month, is anxiety, the 9 of Swords. Your message from Spirit is the 10 of Wands, and it is responsibility. And for those of you that are new, at the end of that, I pull one significator again for the overall energy from Tarot. It's just called Tarot. All right. Let's see what we have. So, your overall energy for April, the Magician, he's all about manifestation. The table that he sits behind and holds his hand open like this and is looking at you saying, go ahead, help yourself. And what it is all the tools of the trade are laid out on the table, and he's telling you, help yourself to whatever you feel that you may need. So we have the Suit of Cups, and then we have the Wands, and then we have the Swords, and then the Coins. So these are the tools of the trade. And he always asks you first when this card comes up, and those that are regulars have heard me say this every time this card comes up, but he asks, what is it that you think that you can do and what you can make happen? What is it that you think you're capable of? In any place you come up short, look at here. I've got the tools to help you get through it. And I will also bring you guidance at this time. I will bring you knowledge and a knowing. Right now, also as well, when this card shows up, it predicts a perfect, telling you, sorry, the time is perfect right now to bring forth any talents that you've been holding back on, for one thing. It's also here to tell you that you can pretty much, just by pure will alone, attract anything that you want to you. If you put it out to the universe, the more details you put in, the faster whatever it is you're trying to draw to you is going to arrive. The more details, the richer, the smallest details even. And before you know it, the universe is shifting and shaping and everything to bring you what it is that you desire, because that is the power of the law of attraction. You want to attract these things to you. It is the law of attraction. So this is a really good time. Some of you might now as well be in the creative flow, and full of creativity, full of intention, allowing a creative flow to flow through you. Don't put up any blocks. Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid to try something new, is what I'm hearing. Maybe ditch the same old this time around. Anything that because we get set in our patterns and set in our ways, the way we do things. But now's the time. The energy is encouraging you to shake it off and step outside yourself a little bit. Just you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at what comes at you. When this card appears, communications are also flowing very, very easily through the month of April. The card is stating that. So support is going to come easily for any of you that feel that you need a little bit of extra help outside of yourself. The advice of this card is that now is the time to take action, and if you do, you will find success. It's out there waiting for you. It's got your name written all over it. You just have to work your way to it. It's almost like having a sheath and cutting your way through a field of very tall tall, weedy, reedy, and you've got to cut your way through. So that it means that you've got to have a sharp blade. So you need a good tool. You need a good tool. You need the right tools in order to cut a swath to get to where it is that you're supposed to be. What I'm saying is that the energies are saying you're going to need some tools because you have to work a little bit for it. If you wait beyond this time that the energies are being brought forward for anything that you're undertaking right now, then it's going to get a little bit harder. Now's the time to take the easiest trip. Now's the smooth ride, as they may say. Your keywords are new enterprises for some of you. Communications are highlighted. Good energies are highlighted. Your home life as well. Travel as well. And support is coming easily for you at this time. So anybody thinking on certain things, like things you've been sitting on for a while, don't rest on your laurels any longer. Now's the time to pull it forward. And you know what? If it doesn't start panning out the way you think, then pull it back in again. But the energies are suggesting now's the time. So your second card in your wealth and your finance sector is the Hangman, and he's in limbo. And when this card shows up, it usually shows a sense of surrender. Yes, he's very relaxed. You can see he's relaxed. His hands are open and relaxed. They're not clenched up. They're not fisted up. And he knows that he's kind of, he has no control over what's going on right now. He's being forced to sit and wait, as are you, Scorpio. For some reason, there's some things that you are sitting on and you're waiting, and there's nothing you can do about it. So why struggle? The more you struggle, the more of a tangle that you get yourself into, as is the Hangman. But he's being very cool, very relaxed, saying, I know this isn't going to last forever, and I know that I'm going to get through this. Finances will come through. The money that I need is going to be there because I believe it to be so, because I've beckoned it from the universe. You see, and don't use the words need or want, because the universe takes you literally. You've got to be careful. That's a big power. And if you don't respect it and use it properly with trepidation, a little bit of timidity as well, shows a respect for the laws of the universe. So don't go charging full speed ahead like a bull in a china shop. Little baby steps, but be very clear and with details on what it is you need to bring to you in a financial sense. It will come for you. And I'm hearing just enough. You're going to get just what you need, just enough to get you through. But when he shows up for some of because this is a general reading. I didn't say that in the beginning for those of you that are new. This applies to some of you. It doesn't apply to any of you at all. You turn me off and keep on going. and the thing is that this hold on a minute. 35% of you this might apply to out of a couple of thousand people. So about 35% of you this will apply to. So you take with it what you will. This card indicates no forward movement. Stuck in limbo. It may be waiting for a decision to be made on a few things that are on hold at the moment. Some of you are feeling a lack of control at this time. Some of you would rather compromise rather than hanging around. In other words, get instant gratification and not wait for the bigger picture. It's always better, almost always better, to wait for the bigger picture. But does it always matter so much? Is it that important that you wait? These are individual situations that you have to make calls on. So some things are okay for instant gratification, for not waiting, but you're going to be posed that dilemma. And you're going to have to make a choice between those two things. So do we just jump right into this opportunity and take care of our immediate concerns? Or do we wait and try to wait it out for the best thing that would fit us best? That's a dilemma I'm hearing that you're going to have to make. And this all comes back to financial reasoning. Your keywords are waiting in time, frustration, sacrifice, some insight, a sense of purpose, and viewpoints. So you're going to be getting, I'm just hearing an influx of conflicting viewpoints is what I'm hearing. And you're going, no. Not conflicting viewpoints. Because there's a sense of respect to everyone, for everyone from you, that you've pulled into this for their financial advice, um, and you don't want to have to choose. So you're going to feel a little squirmy there and a little bit uncomfortable. But the card is suggesting that you stay very calm, that you're self-centered. When you start to feel like your fur is being rubbed the wrong way like a cat, and it's irritating and frustrating, and you want to get away from that, what you need to do is just to stand back and stay calm and tell yourself you're not rushing into anything, no matter how much pressure is there. You're not going to rush in. You're going to think this through. Your keywords are waiting and time and frustration and sacrifice and insight, purpose, and viewpoints. Also, you may gain some really valuable, you will gain valuable insights at this time into how the world of finance can work in different ways, in a way that maybe you're not really used to. It's foreign ground to you, or you're about to learn. It's going to be an educational experience for you. So your third card is your hearth and your home, the people in your life that you love, and it is a swords, the suit of swords. You've got some decisions going on within your immediate human structure, where the people in your life are, and this represents calm. Though this is a good thing. So this card usually shows up as a reassurance of calmer waters yet to come. Very, very soon, calmer waters. After I'll call it a burst of chaos. Everybody panicked, running around like chickens with their heads cut off, in a sense of panic. And this card is here to say, okay, it's time for everybody to calm down now. Everybody calm down. Everybody chill out. Everybody put your fears to the side. And let's rationalize this out. Let's talk about this. This is what's going. This is a. Give me one moment. This is my hands doing this because it's a wave. It's a wave of change. There's a wave of. It's almost like something has been laying this way for I don't know what this means. I don't. I just repeat what I see and what I hear. But it's like something big. It's an energy in the light. It's a paradigm that is always laid this way. And all of a sudden it's done a flip-flop. A complete flip-flop is what's going on. That's what I'm hearing. This is going to shift some of you into a new area that you've never been before. It's coming at you and you have no control over it. It's going to happen. It's not a bad thing. It's just something new. And it's something very, very different as well. Some of you are going to be taking a trip, a physical trip. Traveling over water. Over bays, lakes, seas, oceans. I'm not sure which. But there is travel coming up for some of you. In a very positive way. It's a positive trip. Very positive. New work is on the horizon for some. Another meaning of this card, when it shows up, is a feeling of protection over and prioritizing, and then protection over the priorities that you've laid out. You're seeing the writing on the wall, and you're thinking to be really, really smart that I have to prioritize everything. So I've got to get out paper and pen, and I've got to make a list of what needs to be done, and what comes first and what comes second. And this is vital. This is vital. You're almost panic-stricken about trying to make this list up. You need to calm down. Calm. I forgot the card I was holding. This is what I'm hearing. You need to calm down. You need to, if you can put your head in your happy place, wherever that may be, when you get like that, the calming effect that will come over you. You walk away from the list, put the pen and paper to the side, get up, and do whatever it is that you normally would do to get into your happy place. And when you've had a bit of a rest in that place, that gives you good endorphins that start to flow again, a sense of calm, and you feel a little bit more centered. You will know, and you will not just know, you will realize and you will feel it, that as stressful as this is going to become for you and affect your family because there's good stress and bad stress, but the effect is not going to be long lasting. Anything that does stick, it's in a really, really good way. So you need to know that any negativity coming from this, the uncomfortable, I'm feeling a very uncomfortable feeling, uncomfortable situation. It's like riding a horse without a saddle and you've never done that before, and you're afraid of slipping off. It's just uncomfortable. And it's the things that come up in our lives that make us the most uncomfortable, that teach us the greatest lessons. And that's something for you to remember and to know that this too shall pass. One of my favorite sayings. You're going to get through this. You're going to come out the other end and you're going to be okay, but richer for it. Lessons learned, valuable lessons, basic lessons that'll never change, as basic as breathing. You can find different ways to breathe, apparatuses and oxygen and all that, but the basics of breathing are always the same. Air into the lungs, air out of the lungs, making the heart pump. It's going to be like that. You're going to learn lessons that are basics, real strong ones. And I'm feeling in a financial sense, in this case, really strong lessons that are the basics of what finances are. So I'm feeling you're coming out much more knowledge. Actually, I see a man, and he's wearing one of those green. It's like a jacket, but it's not. It's a sweater, and it zips up the front. And I'm seeing shades of green, like an army color green, a military green here, and a darker forest green here, with maybe a cording going across of another shade of green. Dark hair flecked with gray. I'm seeing a man like that going through this. So if anybody recognizes that person. Okay. Don't resist any changes that come your way at this time as well. And keywords are journeys and moving, immigration, with some looking for a safe haven and saying, I'm finally here. We finally made it. We're safe. We're safe. And now we can enjoy. That's what I'm hearing there. Finding peace and resolution. Resolution to problems. You're going to tie up some very important ends this month. And feeling protected. That's beautiful. Your challenges. And the card that I don't like at all. I just don't like this card. Never did. Nine of Swords. It represents anxiety, and these are your challenges for the month. So it basically, I can't really add anything to this card. It doesn't matter what I say. It's there. Your challenges are you need to calm down and get your head straight. There's decisions that have to be made. There's a lot of worrying going on in your mind. That's why it's called the anxiety card. It's also can lead to false feelings of insecurity. Okay? You're more secure than you realize you are. And this card here, the challenge is saying you got to get to that place where you know you are. You're not insecure. You're really not. You're fearing the unknown because there's so many new things coming at you, and it's enough to make anybody nervous. Again, we're dealing with money. I'm just feeling connected. There's your word for April. It's going to be money forefront and center that you're going to be dealing with, and that can be quite nerve-wracking. You just need to know. And the feeling that I'm getting is you're going to be all right. It's all going to be all right in the end. Okay? I'm not going to feed that card any more than that, but that's your challenge is to have faith, hope, and believe, and what? Breathe is what you need to do. Okay. Last card, message from Spirit. 10 of Wands, all about responsibility. And Spirit is telling you that you're even for some of you right now are feeling burdened. You're feeling an overload, working your last nerve kind of thing. How much more can I take of this? I don't want anything else coming at me because I'm burdened enough, and now I'm getting scared. I don't like being afraid, and I'm fearing what's coming around the corner, and I don't even know if there's anything coming around the corner. I've been so stressed out that it's making me paranoid. Here's the thing. Unfortunately, the way life works sometimes, too many times, you have to go through rough seas to get to calmer waters. And it's just a fact of life. And when you get to where you're going, you'll look back on this time and you'll be saying to yourself, I hated what I was going through back then. I hated the challenges. I wasn't comfortable, and it frightened me, and I don't ever want to go through anything like that again. And then, that's what you think, but you look back after the fact, and you're saying to yourself, now that I'm through it, and I find myself where I am, I'm pretty dang good. Damn, I'm good. Because what I just went through and where I ended up at, you gotta be really, really, really good to survive that. So go ahead and have a little bit of ego. It's okay to let your head get a little blown up. Just don't go overboard. Don't do that. Um, you're going to be grateful, is what I'm getting to, for what you're going through right now. The rough waters you're in right now, you're just like barely holding on. You feel like you're going to drown. You're going to get thrown from the boat, and you're not. It just feels that way. Um, but once you get to where you are, you're going to look back, and yes, you have every right to give yourself credit for not losing your mind, for not falling under the boat or getting thrown out. And you're going to feel empowered by it, is I guess is where this is going, and what I'm hearing, empowered by what you survived, and you realize, I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. I'm not someone that's just holding on. I'm a flipping survivor, and I'm going to hold my head up for a while, and I feel really good about what I've just gone through, and it worked out wonderful, and I had a lot to do with that. That's what you say to yourself. I had a lot to do with that. It was me. So go ahead and pat yourself on the back. It's perfectly okay. Um, the advice is, at this time, right now at this time, with all this chaos that seems to be going on, and the nerve-wracking situation that you will be finding yourselves in, is you need to set boundaries for yourself. You need to, as the old expression says, how do you eat an elephant? A whole elephant. If somebody said, you have to eat this whole elephant, and you're just one little human being, it can be done. This is a metaphor. We're not eating elephants. You'd eat it one bite at a time. And eventually, you'd start at the beginning and work your way back, or start at the back and work your way forward. This huge metaphor, this huge elephant. And it can be any color you want, okay? Pink or purple, I don't care. But you eat an elephant one bite at a time, which means you go in baby steps, and you take one issue at a time. And you peel away the layers, and you open it up, and you clean that up, and you deal with it, and you fix it, and you shine it up, and you buff it up, and you give it a 12-inch shine, all right? And you put that to the side, and you say, next. And you take another problem, and it's one thing at a time, so you don't get overwhelmed. And you're only one person. You can't do it all at once. You remember that. Now I'm going to move into your significator, and let's see what kind of trouble we can cause there, Scorpio. That's that whole reading. This whole reading is all seems to be a financial thing for most of you. Yes. All affect a very personal financial situation, because it's affecting your home life. I don't like that card. 9 of Swords is, because not all swords are bad. Like the card before that was calm. It was the 6 of Swords, and represented a calm period after almost like a nervous breakdown, like your life, not a nervous breakdown, but like your life has just had a nervous breakdown, or some kind of and not a real accident, but some kind of an accident has thrown everything off the rails as far as you're concerned. Your life seemed to be going along pretty good now, and you've had the rug pulled from under you. And for some people, it's a good thing that it was pulled out from under you, and you don't see that now, but you will be seeing it. It's not a problem. There we go. That's it. It's going to be your significator. What do we got? Oh my gosh. Just hold on. I need to know if I don't remember if there's a reverse on this card. There's not. One of the best cards. It is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a card that you would never throw back. You would never throw this back. This is a great card. This card is showing up to tell you that luck and money are on their way to you. Things are going to take a big upswing after all this other stuff. All right? I'm feeling it's like a pyramid here, that I'm feeling the energy, that they're all connected. This is what I'm feeling. Never had this before. This is what I'm feeling for you, Scorpio. They are all connected. This is one long chain of events, is what we'll say. Is what we'll say. One very long chain of events. Okay. They're all together. There's nothing separate here. This is one story. For some of you, general reading. But this was all interconnected. And this is the final outcome right here. Over all these cards, and it's very good. I'm going to even read you the literal meaning of the card. So this card represents abundance, and it represents wealth, and it represents gain on all levels. Personal life. Oh, shut up. I need one of those slingshots. It's not my clock. What do I care? This card represents abundance and wealth and gain. It is the pinnacle of prosperity. I love this card. With material goods that last instead of being temporary. This is a family home that is bought and paid for. Also for some, a business that you can pass on to your children. You might find yourself the lucky recipient of a trust fund. I love this part. Or a lottery win. Big enough to last a lifetime. Now, how's that for happily ever after at the end of a reading? What do you think about that, huh? How do you like me now? To deliver messages like that. Okay, I hope, Scorpio. That was one of the lighter Scorpios I think I've ever done. It was thick and heavy and had a lot of meat to it. But on the other hand, I'm feeling like it's all leading into a good place if you can survive the ride, right? So put on your crash helmet. Put on your safety vest. Strap yourself in. You're about to go for a ride, and it's going to be a very amazing ride. So I hope you like this reading. I hope it resonated with you. I had fun doing it. I love the ending. That's just too cool. And also, I'd like to thank all my current subscribers. You are the seabed floor along this bowl-shaped coast that holds the great waters that belong to the mighty Bay of Fundy, the highest tides in the world. Thank you so much for supporting Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Thank you all for the rest of you that share the videos, the highest compliment a tarot reader can get on YouTube, for your likes, your thumbs up, your thumbs down, that's okay. And you can find me on Twitter under Bay of Fundy Fortunes. You can find me on Blogspot, on Google, and on Facebook in the Facebook group Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Please join us there. Very warm welcome to any of you that are heading there right now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, or if you're new to YouTube, the red subscription button beneath this video window. If you click it, you'll be notified every time I post any new videos. Also, this was a general reading, and all general readings within the tarot community on YouTube are free. If you wanted to personalize and have a reading just for you performed by me here at Bay of Fundy Fortunes, then you would need that done. And all the information for that is found down below in the more and the description area. And that is my personal email, which is used for everything. For contact, for payment, anything like that, unless you're paying through PayPal. That's all explained down below. I'm throwing that in there because there's some confusion lately for those of people within Canada that want to pay through e-transfer. They're not sure. That email is my one and only email, and you're free to use that. So anyways, I'm not going to make this any longer because it takes long. It's going to take about 2.5 hours to upload a 34-minute video. I need better internet speed. So I always sign off and say the same old, same old. And I say from my heart to yours, because I really, really mean that. I appreciate you all so, so much. And I have a blast doing what I do. And please feel free and leave your comments below as well. Don't be rude. I don't like rudeness. I have no tolerance for it. And keep religion and politics on the other side of my door, please. It's not welcomed. So, anyways, if you're ever looking for me, y'all know where you can find me. I'm going to find me right here or down below on the beach, walking along the water's edge, because I'm always waiting on the next high tide. Goodbye and good night.